Oh! Corona Cast.
Yeah.
Fur.
What happened?
You had like schmutz in your fur.
Schmutz in my fur.
Schmutz.
Billy, what are you doing? You have schmutz in your
You
fur.
have schmutz in your fur. Corona Cast.
Hey, everybody, it's Billy.
And Megan.
And is day 14 of our
Oh my God.
quarantining together.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
What would you like to talk about? There's so much we could.
Oh my goodness. I don't even know where to start. Where should we? You lead the conversation because I have no idea.
I'm going to follow your boundaries. You lead it. I can go
anywhere.
anywhere.
My
and
boundaries.
I'm going to follow your lead.
Okay.
Especially since you're the one who was like, should we record? I'm like, yeah.
Should we record?
But I mean, yeah, it means you have something to say.
This is good. I really don't have anything specific to say. I'm still waking up. Yeah, from a deep sleep.
Mm-hmm. Well, what would you like to talk about?
How are you? How are you feeling?
I'm okay.
You're okay?
I'm
How
okay.
is Domino's? I know Domino's doesn't like
Yeah, well, so
always agree with
You're the one who's like, let's record. And like I said,
Should we talk about our first quarantine fight?
Sure, if you want to.
Yeah, I can talk about it.
You want to talk
Just
about
a
it.
brief, things. Won't go into like too much detail, but
let me put it this way: don't talk to them about it. Talk to me about it.
I am talking to you about it.
No, I know that, but like
I'm looking at you.
both in tone. Well, because we haven't talked about it.
No,
so.
We haven't talked about it. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I just wanted to set a tone.
Okay, got it.
For like, I don't know if we need to be performative about.
I'm not being performative. I've just woke up. Leave me alone.
I'm fine. I'm just reminding you that like we have not spoken about it yet.
No, we haven't.
I'm fine doing it now. I just want to remind you that like talk to me because.
Are you feeling better?
Are you feeling better?
I am. Yeah, I felt bad about the fight, but I also was just like building up a lot of emotions about a lot of things. Like this is just all a weird new scenario, and I feel like I am totally comfortable with my relationships right now besides like the fight, but everything else is kind of just like up in the air, psychotic, and I hate when I'm not in control of things. I wouldn't inherently say I'm a control freak, but I definitely like to feel like I have a grip on things.
Well, in your mind, what was the fight about?
I think I was just feeling a certain number of emotions in general. And then that comment just like set it off to a place where I thought that we were doing good. And then that to me was like, oh, well, another thing I guess isn't as good as I thought it was going. And then I was just like, everything that I felt like we made progress on during this time was just like out the window.
So I made a boneheaded comment after we had some. I went to go down on Megan, just kind of semi out of the blue, and I made a comment afterwards that was not received well for understandable reasons. It was one of those dumb Billy things to say. Apologized for it, but then we got into this kind of big drag out type of fight where like
on.
Yeah, and I am still learning how to have fights that get to that level that aren't also breakup fights because that's what I'm used to them being.
Yeah.
And so like I went to bed thinking like I think I'm being dumped in the morning.
No. And that's the thing too. Sometimes it's just like for me it's like if I want to break up, I usually don't even fight. Mm-hmm. It's more of a like the decision is made, like nothing's going to change it. Mm-hmm. Like I don't fight to break up. I fight because something needs to be changed or rectified or talked about.
So if we're yelling and crying at each other, for me, I should take that as like almost a good sign. Like, okay, like we're yelling and fighting,
yeah, because it's like I give
we're
a
not
shit.
breaking up.
Yeah, it's more of like because I hate fighting. Mm-hmm. So like for me to fight, it's like me really giving a shit.
Okay.
Like too much of a shit.
It's a fucked up sense of comfort I can take in it.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I don't want you to feel like,
oh, she's yelling at me. She's crying. We're going to stay together.
Yeah, like it's mostly for me. Like if you upset me, I'll just give you like a very one short sentence and be like, don't talk to me. Like,
okay.
Yeah. Most of my breakups are very like, I sit the person down and just very calm.
And so how much of the fight do you think was the thing I said versus the reality of our relationship versus other things going on? Because there were many things at play. There was something
Yeah.
like that I said that wasn't great, and I apologized for. And then separate from that, there's just where the status of our relationship, the status of our sex life. And separate from that, there were some of the other emotions you were sharing, like not being able to work and whatnot. And so those were all kept mixing together. And I had a hard time understanding what was what. Because for me, I was trying to determine, like, yes, she's upset about these other things. Yes, she's upset about a thing I said. But, like, is she actually upset about where our relationship is at? Because that lets me know, do I need to actually change something about how I am in the relationship?
No, and I think that's fair. And I think, like, at the moment, it was just, like, me finally allowing myself to be upset at the current situation, because I know that I am lucky, I am fortunate, but at the same time, like, a lot of my, not all of my self-worth, but some of my self-worth definitely goes into, like, my work and my work ethic and, like, being a proactive, busy person. So for me, like, this is entirely a different situation. And then for us, I was like, I thought that we were doing really well in regards to our communication and sex life and things. And it kind of just, like, the comment just made me feel like it's set back. Hi.
No worries.
Thanks, honey.
Yeah.
And so it was just like it blew up my, like, what I thought was going well. Mm-hmm. And I kind of tied it into everything else that I'm currently struggling with.
So is our sex life, which during the fight you were now questioning again, in reality, is it in a better place?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
Because for me, like...
But I can explain why I left at night.
You can or you can't?
Yeah, I can if you'd like. I think for me, the cuddling and the kissing was nice because it's like makeup, but like the kind of, like, it went from cuddling kissing to like you just like putting me on top of you and trying to just like guide me. And for there, it was just like not the kind of sex I was in the emotional place to be. Like for me, I needed just like comfort and love and affection, not just like sex. And like I got to rush emotions, and I felt bad because I didn't want to, like, we talked about showing initiative, things like that, and I was like, I don't want to defer you from wanting to do that, but I just wasn't in the right place to have sex like that. Right. Like I wanted like if any sex I was going to have was going to be on very extreme opposites.
Yeah. And I mean, to just paint a picture, is like we seem to have gotten to, we had the fight, and then we had resolution, and then we got into a fight later that night again. Yeah. But then we ended up in the bed together, and we're cuddling, and we were kissing. And then at one point I was hard. And so, for me, on my end, I think, okay, she's upset about parts of our sex life, concerned whether or not I do desire you and things like that. So it's like, okay, I'm going to pull her up on top of me and show her, like, this is what I want. She wants me to take more initiative. Here's me initiating. Yeah. And then we go from that to crying. I was like, oh, I'm inside of a crying person.
Yeah, which is not good.
Which, if you're not a rapist, that is traumatizing. Or minimally, let me downgrade a little bit. It's minimally traumatizing. And for me, it was minimally traumatizing. It doesn't help me wanting to do initiatives. Doesn't mean I'm going to stop. It means like we went from you're on top of me crying to I stop it because I realize you're crying. Because you're in tears and you're not even stopping the sex. You're just kind of letting me go at it. Yeah. And then I stop it, and then you just kind of go. And then I think, okay, like, we're not going to be together in the morning. Like, that's what I thought when you left the room. Yeah. And for me, it's, and I do hope you realize, like, for me, regaining the sexual confidence that I normally have with people, with you, is a time thing. Yeah. And it's not going to be done in a week. And so, I do hope you'll continue to initiate also, because it's going to allow me to gain confidence
Yeah.
in my abilities with you, but also like, and then, you know, when I pick my spots of where I'm going to initiate, you know, to have positive reinforcement will keep me doing it more and more until it's not even an issue. But like, I still need to see you. I still need you to initiate a lot just so that I can still
Feel comfort. Yeah.
feel comfort. And like, it's for me, it's data. Like part of it's like kind of getting data to process.
No, and I think that's fair. And I think that was why I was having like so many emotions, because I was like, the way that you approach it, there's nothing wrong with it. At that time, I just was like, this is the kind of sex I cannot be having right now. And like, but at the same time, I was like, I don't want to make it so that you don't take initiatives like this. It just was like, I need to feel like loved and comfortable. And like, instead, I feel like I was just like thrown on top of your boner all of a sudden. And I was just like, and I just got really, really sad. And I was like, fuck, like, this is not what I want to be doing right now, is crying when you're showing initiative. I was like, this is like, we just had a really hard fight. This is not the kind of sex that I need right now.
So what prevented you from saying that instead of, you know, doing what you did, which was
I think
leaving?
because I had so many emotions, like I just needed space.
Right.
Like I just was like, I need to just like get a little cry out and then like go to bed. You know, like I just needed space because I had like so many emotions.
What would you say some of the emotions at play are?
Well, I mean,
Like,
for
like,
me, like
just-
I don't
just give us,
naturally
like, a-
fight.
Right.
Like I hate to fight. So fighting for me is really exhausting. And then we were having this like intimate kissing and like making up. And then it just felt like a disconnect from like the kissing to like all of a sudden I'm just like on top of you.
Right, but like, what are the like if you listed the emotions, like what are the emotions at
like,
play?
Just I think when for me it's like when I'm so high, the come down is like rough as well. And like I was having really severe anxiety over turning you like down pretty much. Like not being into it because of what's been going on. So like for me, I was like, this is like the worst case scenario where you were like trying to make up with me and we're trying to like resolve this.
I'm doing
and then,
what you've told me to
Yeah,
do, but it
and
doesn't
then
feel like what you want in the moment.
Yeah, exactly. And so I was like, fuck, I'm sabotaging this, even though I knew like that just like wasn't what I wanted. Like I wanted to be like held and like, you know.
I mean, is it possible you could have told me, hey, I don't want to fuck right now. Can you just hold me?
Sometimes, no, it's like the worst thing is like, it wasn't the fucking, like I just wanted to be fucked by somebody who loved me.
Right.
Like a very like loving, you know. And like that isn't something that I was in the place to tell you. It was something that I just needed to receive.
Something else that you mentioned amidst like the fighting was like just the idea of like you initiating, you're fearful of being rejected by me.
Yeah, by you specifically, not
But-
anyone else.
No, I know.
Yeah.
By me. But do you see that like it does there's I mean, I also
Yeah.
could feel that way.
No, I
that
do.
We both have to overcome that.
Yes, 100%.
Because
No.
like the worst thing that's ever going to happen is I'm going to say like not right now or propose something else.
Yeah,
that
which is
isn't-
totally fine.
right. Because I just don't. I just want to make sure you're not going to feel dissuaded from initiating. Also,
I'm trying not to.
Okay.
I'm trying my best.
Because I don't actually. Because I also haven't rejected you this whole time we've been quarantined. I don't think I've rejected you from in advance. Because remember what I've been trying to do since we had like a big thing about, you know, months ago was I was like, I'm going to say yes more. And then if I still need to say no in the middle, then I can always stop. That I'm going to try. I'm going to say yes to. I know you have a hard time understanding that this is me wanting to do things. But like, you know, sometimes they'll tell like a married couple, they'll tell the woman, they'll say like to try, and then she gets into it. And you're dating kind of a woman. Sometimes I'm going to say yes things. Sometimes I'm already ready. And sometimes I'm going to say yes because I think I'm going to see if I get into it. And the worst thing that happens is like, I don't end up getting into it. And I'll just kind of say like, actually, you know, I'm good, or try to figure out something. Or sometimes I've like tried to fuck you, not during the quarantine, but I've tried to fuck you until like we got you off, and then knowing I wasn't super into it and then stopping. Cause I'm
Yeah,
like,
but you hear your words, right? Like, that I fucked you, but I wasn't super into it. Like
Not during this quarantine, but there's also
Like-
but there's also nothing wrong with that. I'm not into it. There have been times, not during this quarantine, where like I'm not super turned on, but like I would like to get you off, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like I actually wasn't like when I came over to eat you out, like I really wanted to come eat you out. I did not need to get off. I was not like horned up like I need to come. I was like I want to go eat out with my girlfriend. But like there's nothing about
there's a difference in that description than like, I hope like for me it's like I would not want you to have sex with me if you're like not into it.
Not into it and not turned on may seem like a hairs of a difference, but they're vastly different to me. We experience desire maybe a little bit differently, but just like
I think so.
Yeah, like part of our struggle, like there's things I have to do, and you can follow this with telling me something I have to do then, but like there is a sense of like I feel like you do kind of need to get over this idea of how I experience my desire and let me use my sexual and you have, but just like there needs to be this allowance to let me use my sexual agency how I want to. Like let me consent to sex for the variety of reasons people do consent at different times that range from I'm about to blow my load and I need this now and I'm taking you, all the way to like my girlfriend's horny and I want to get her off, and everything in between.
Okay.
And that needs to be allowed, because in a long-term relationship, it's not always going to be that I am about to burst out of my pants.
No, and I don't expect that.
Right.
I think it's just your choice of words that kind of kill me.
Okay.
Not the lack of, it's just the way that you talk about things. That's what hurts. Like
I'm a weirdo. I'm weird. I don't my brain doesn't function like everyone else, I guess. And, I give, you can ask a lot of people I date. It's like, I give weird compliments.
Yes, you do.
They are 100% compliments. In my mind, they are compliments. If someone said it to me, I would think it was a compliment, but apparently no one shares the opinion.
Yeah, you do give some weird compliments.
Yeah. So I'm trying. Do you have anything you would like, any criticism or recommendation, a comparable piece of feedback to me? You don't have
right
to
now.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Are you feeling worse after bringing this up, or?
Yeah, I'm just like,
okay,
still waking up, still tired, still getting used to talking about my feelings I don't even like to talk about in person.
Okay. Well, thank you for bringing it up. I'm glad we got to talk about it.
Yeah.
I purposefully did not want to say, hey, let's rehash our fight on mic.
Yeah.
But like, I secretly really wanted to.
Of course you did.
Because I'm a truth junkie. I'm like, give me honesty nonstop, radical honesty, blah. Shoot my wad.
Well, the good thing is that I think we're better from it. So that's good.
Yeah.
And I think, like we're spending so much time together. Eventually something was going to happen. Yeah. Either you or I were going to say something.
Took 12 days.
Stupid. Yeah.
Well, most likely it's me that's going to say something stupid.
No, I can say stupid things as well. You're not the only person at fault.
I don't think you say anything that's stupid. You say things that are mean in a fight, but also not for nothing. When you're in a fight, like you're trying to say mean things. Like that's kind of the idea. It's.
I don't think that's the idea, but I think I like try not to hurt when I'm hurting, but then also it's like I have to find ways to talk about why I'm hurting, if that makes sense.
Well, we're working on it.
Yeah.
That was a hard night to sleep.
Yeah,
that was. It took a long time to sleep. Woke up.
My eyes were like swollen the next day.
It was I didn't like it, but I'm glad glad it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm good in bed though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You ask everyone that though. Like, I just need to hear it.
Now I ask you it. All right. Any other thoughts or things you want to bring up?
Oh my goodness. The pizza.
What about pizza? She threw a fucking pizza at me during our fight.
Which is the first time
We were making heating up frozen pizza, and then like
it was at him, like not.
Yeah, she
like,
threw the
like
pizza
not,
at me.
Yeah,
Yeah, she threw it at me.
Wasn't gonna hurt him. I just want to make sure people don't think I'm like hurting
it's
you.
pizza.
Yeah,
there's never been a state where pizza is gonna hurt someone when you throw it at them.
I didn't throw it like a disc. It was cooked already. Anyways, it was cooked pepperoni pizza, and I still ate it afterwards.
Yeah, it was gross. It was on the ground.
No.
It was filled with anger that you imbued into it through your fingertips, and you still ingested. That's probably what got into the fight later, because you ingested all that anger.
The anger again.
You re-ingested the anger that you threw at me.
Yeah,
and then it came out later in our resurgent fight.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that was a mistake. Okay. It was the pizza eating. Maybe. What else did we eat? I don't know. Popcorn.
Anything else?
No, we can check in later.
Oh, we'll check in later.
I'm emotionally exhausted again.
That I am. You can follow Megan at Miss Giggles
if you want. After this
MSGI 3Gs LES on Instagram. You can subscribe to her OnlyFans at That Fat Babe. And all our social stuff will be in the show notes.
Yeah,
below.
Or don't follow us. Whatever, do what you want, or follow Billy at least.
Give her money, follow me, do the stuff, stay slutty. Stay
what else
home.
are you gonna do?
Corona
Cast. Cast.
Hey, it's Billy
and Megan
and Billy
and Megan, or Megan and Billy.
And it's day 15 of quarantine.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
I got here.
Is there a light? Is it like? Is this gonna end? I don't know.
I have a real question for you though.
Okay.
Do you really not like it when I smoke?
Smoke what?
Weed.
I don't mind when you smoke. You are a different person, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what kind of person
like
is
you
that?
are very cute and touchy, but you are somewhat like more muted and less aware.
Okay.
But no, you're still adorable. It's just a different type of Billy.
Because in our fight, I feel like that's where people like go grab like stuff that they've been keeping in a basement. And they just like chuck it out. Like, I can finally get this out. So like that was one of the lines you said. And I was like, Does she not like it when I'm high?
No, I don't mind at all when you're high.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah, no worries there.
Okay.
You just get so high after like, I've never seen anything like it.
It's fucking awesome.
After like one hit.
I'm same with drinks. I'm just a cheap date all around. And
I know. You get like sloppy drunk after 2 like bullets.
Yeah, easy to take me home.
Yeah.
Hey, work those hips.
Oh yeah, Billy has been dancing for like the past hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then he won't do a dance class with me at 3.
Nah, probably not.
Why not? Come dance with me. What are these voices? Okay, all right. Question for you. Okay. If you are awake in bed with me and I'm asleep, do you just stare at me? Because every time I woke up today, Billy was literally staring at me.
Not like every time.
Yeah, but every time today, because I was trying to like sleep in and people did not want me to sleep in or just kept coming in. And every time like Billy would come in and come lay down with me, I'd wake up again and he'd just be face towards me, staring at me, smiling. And it was very cute, but I was like, you can't just stare at me for like, this long.
But you're so pretty.
Oh, thank you, baby.
That's why.
That's good. Billy got a new member of the Peep Show. He was so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did we do yesterday?
We picked up some groceries for a friend. I took you to meet my
she's in the hospital right now.
Who?
Our friend. She went to the hospital today.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I'm really sad about it.
Shout out to comedian Madeline Smith, former guest of the show and very funny person.
Yes, very funny.
By the time
very
you
sweet.
hear this, we'll know what happened, and she'll probably live. But like, fuck, I hope she didn't die because
I mean, she was alive still.
We won't know for when we know, but like, I mean,
when they listen.
This will be like 2 weeks out.
Well, that was gloomy.
I don't know.
Also, sorry, I'm very stuffy. I just made some weird noises on the mic. Okay. Just like clearing my throat.
So yeah, and then I took you up to Norwood to see my mom.
Yes, your very lovely mother.
Had some lunch, played with the doggies, came back here, and
what do we do after that?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. We watched Endgame.
I remember Endgame, and I remember hanging out with Peep Show people.
Yeah, right.
But then I don't remember.
I did a Zoom. That. Shout out to Zoom.
I took a
Sponsor
bath.
us.
Remember, I took a bath.
Yeah, you took a bath. I did some Zoom things with a couple of friends. Found out one of my friends got a raise and a new job position. So I was like, that's awesome in this current. Good to like follow up with like positive. Things. I'm doing like, okay, some of my clients are like chipping in to help out, which is like amazing because I'm not.
Yeah, but how are you doing?
Sure, if I qualify.
But how are you doing emotionally?
Emotionally better today. I let myself like be lazy and sleep in, and like, try not to put too much pressure on me. But like, Monday I would like to get some more work done and stuff like that. But trying to learn how to relax again. Eating the snacks. I definitely ate too many snacks yesterday because my body was like, nope. This morning.
Well, during our fight, another thing you took from the basement, you kind of drug up, was that you were feeling bad about the like not working, and that was really starting to get to you.
Definitely.
So like, where are you with that? Like, tell us a little bit more about that. I'm sure other people who are productive members of society like yourself, can share in that. I've been telling dick jokes since I was 19. So
yeah, I mean, it really sucks because like for one, I love my job. For two, the physical aspect of it is a good release. And now that I'm not doing as much physical activity, like it kind of puts a strain on my emotional. Just because for me, like being outside, especially as somebody who has seasonal depression, like just being outside is very helpful. So kind of being stuck in the house for long periods of time like this, where it's not by choice is hard. But I'm kind of trying to adjust. The thing is like to stay motivated with other things as well. Like talking to friends yesterday was like really nice. Getting some like good, news, even though I got some bad news from somebody else too. But I think everyone's just trying to like do the best that they can. And for me, it's like, like trying new things, like doing a dance class today on Instagram. Like I've never done that before, but I think it'll be good to have an excuse to have like some physical interaction with something and a plan.
and being deprived of that, like, how is that like manifesting itself? Like, are you more anxious? Are you tighter? Are you?
I think I have a harder time with my like the way I'm feeling in my body, just because like doing the activities releases endorphins for me, which is like a really healthy way. It has nothing to do with like, for fitness or things like that. Just like actual like feels good for me. So not having that outlet is hard, but like us like having sex or like going for a walk is like a good supplement to that. Just to keep like my body moving.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really important to me. What about you?
Yeah, I'm high.
Yeah, you are high.
No, I've been pretty high.
You've been high a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably part of the reason
why
process. I'm very high.
You're just like smiling, being like, I'm very high. Yeah. I am high.
Why are we not all
I didn't do
being
any
high?
Drugs.
Why aren't we all high today? Right now?
Yeah,
why did they not? The government should have passed around free weed to every household just to be like, this is
stay
to like
home,
keep
eat
you
your snacks,
calm.
watch Netflix,
to keep you from like murdering your whole household. Yeah. Here, this is to keep you from looting.
Wait, imagine like shout out to the people who have all of their kids home during this time.
Yeah,
like goddamn,
that's really tough. Like, what's it like for you? Taking care of a child.
Yeah.
No, you.
What about for me?
Yeah, taking care of me.
Children?
How's it going?
It's going well. You can clean up after yourself. eventually.
So that sounds like it's not going well.
It is going well. Just pick up your damn wet towels. And don't leave Reese's cup wrappers on the floor.
It was on the
I found them
bureau.
under the bed.
Not I, Your Honor.
Uh-huh.
All right, anything else to add?
Yeah, I ordered a coloring book for Amazon. I'm very upset it didn't get here yet.
I'm sorry.
Very upset.
I'm sorry, baby.
Yeah, it's okay. Hopefully soon.
Corona
Cast. Bye. What do you do? Why do you have pee on your
I don't have
crotch? Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Okay.
I see it.
Okay, I do.
Shake your penis and wash those pants for the love of God.
It's sterile.
I don't care.
What's your favorite thing you've watched since quarantining?
Ooh, did we watch National Treasure? Because that's a national treasure.
We have not watched that.
Oh my goodness, what did we watch? Oh, I did like the improv movie.
Don't Think Twice.
Yeah, that was very cute.
Oh, okay.
It was nice because I just saw Mike Birbiglia's stand up about like his child, so it was nice seeing him in like.
Is that what the
acting
keep
role.
Keep into the mic?
Yes. Okay, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite Spice Girl?
Baby Spice.
Why?
Because she's the hot one.
Is she?
She's
Posh
the hot
Spice
one.
is the hot one. First off.
I mean, okay.
Okay, you're wrong. Great, your turn.
I suppose so. If you could pick one food for me that I have to eat and try, what would it be?
Oh my goodness. I mean, I don't want to force you to eat anything, but I definitely think have you eaten sausage before?
I have accidentally tried like spicy sausage and stopped when I realized my error.
Was it because it was spicy?
Yeah. And then I've had
Okay.
I've had sausage links, like basic sausage links. Yeah.
I definitely think some more barbecue stuff because I feel like you would
Brisket.
eventually like it. Like I
Brisket.
said, yeah. Like I
But
showed you
plain.
brisket and like pork belly and you're like, oh, this is good.
Can I have
even
the
though it sounded weird.
Can I have barbecue without the barbecue sauce?
Yeah, you
or
can
any
have
sauce?
it. Like
Can
I
have
don't
it
want to
plain?
force you to eat anything that you are not going to enjoy.
I just want meat. I just
I
like
know you
various
just want meat.
meats
I
in my
wish that
mouth.
you wanted veggies or like
Nah.
anything else.
Nah. Okay.
Okay.
Your turn.
All right, it's my turn. What's your least favorite color?
Oh. Orange.
Mine is yellow.
Okay. Number 4. Who are you texting?
Somebody asked me about my OnlyFans. So I
Okay.
want to make sure
Let me do that. That doesn't
I get
count.
that income.
Doesn't count as my question.
Okay, what's your question?
What's an embarrassing thing about me that you don't think, quote unquote, the people? What's something embarrassing about me you don't think these listeners know?
You are a mess when you're drunk.
Go on.
I just think that you can be a lot when you're drinking and a little sometimes too like much. But the sad thing is that you get drunk very easily. When it's one-on-one, it's fine. But I think because you sometimes have a little social anxiety, when you drink, it can get like a weird combination of things.
How so?
I think like you are trying like too hard, I guess, to
Okay.
be fun and be a part of the group. And
It's not a big group here. It's
no, but I'm saying like not during quarantine, but just in general.
Okay. And so how
Yeah.
in what way am I too much here during this?
Here, I don't think you're too much here.
Okay.
I was just giving a specific.
Okay.
Yeah,
Your turn.
it's my turn.
Number
What is
3.
your least favorite Kevin Smith movie?
Define Kevin Smith movie.
Produced, in, directed.
All those things all
Yeah.
at once. He's got to do the trifecta.
No. If he has
He
done
just
any
needs
of
to
them,
have done any of those.
yeah.
I haven't seen Cop Out, so I can't say Cop Out. But then after that, I would say Tusk.
Okay. See, people love Tusk.
Tusk would have been a great short movie, like a short film, and I think it went longer than it was capable. The idea was capable of carrying.
I think either people loved it. I remember when it came out, and it's like either people thought it was like a wonderful masterpiece or hated it. There was no like in between.
I'll tell you this: I'm willing to rewatch it, but
yeah, I'm willing to rewatch it as well. I don't think I've seen it in a very long time. I think I saw it when it came out.
But a better non-Views universe Kevin Smith movie, Red State.
Ooh,
That was a good one.
Okay,
I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Usher. Yeah. Okay, your turn.
What's an area of our relationship that I could be doing a lot better in? Remember I said we do 4 silly ones and 1 serious one.
But right now I don't really have anything that could be said. I feel like it's going well, all things considered. So I don't really have anything on the top of my head.
Okay.
That I would suggest. I think you're doing a pretty spoofy job.
Damn. Well, I attempted conflict.
I know. I'm just not feeling very conflict oriented. I don't have any
critical?
complaints.
Is that you don't feel very critical of me right now?
I guess critical, yes, would be the right way to describe that.
If I work really hard at it, I might be able to create some conflict.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Your turn, number 4.
Okay, let me look at my list of questions because I'm prepared. What is your biggest pet peeve about me as a person?
Pet peeve would be when you do what I do is you interrupt way too early in an answer or a story. So all the things you try to jump in with, I'm about to say, but you haven't actually let me tell the story yet.
Got it.
So interrupting.
That's fair. You do too.
Yeah.
And you and your mom, it was exhausting. Oh my God.
How
both of you trying to get a word in, but you both have she has ADD, and you're just
and I'm just trying
I
to
need
keep
to
the
say
story.
my
I'm just trying
things.
to condense the
It
story.
was very cute, but
if you don't check her, she will go for a half hour on something that could take 2 minutes.
But it's cute.
Not when you're on a time crunch.
We didn't have time.
No,
we weren't on a time crunch.
At one point, there was we had all the time, and I was interrupting less. As we got closer to the end, I was like, okay, now I need to condense this.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. What's the first place you want to travel to once lockdown is lifted?
Oh my God, somewhere fucking just outside. I don't even think I want to really go to a city. I just want to be out fucking side.
You want to go fuck outside?
I do want to go fuck outside. That'd be nice.
You want to have some apocalyptic sex in the middle of the streets?
Can we do that?
Sure.
Well, we do it tomorrow.
We can try to be risky. I'd like to go a little longer just so that way is when we get written about in the paper, it will be more understandable the longer the length.
Oh my goodness.
Of quarantine.
Why are we getting written about?
Because we'll get caught.
No, we will not.
We'll see.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, your final question.
Wait, did I even get to answer? So a beach. I really want to go to a beach, maybe next to a jungle, just some kind of body of water with some trees.
Okay.
I want to see some green, but I honestly will go anywhere at this point.
Okay.
Okay, my last question is, what to you would be the perfect day? What would you do?
Bacon's probably involved.
So today was good.
Yeah, bareback sex with multiple beautiful people, probably. Winning money. I don't know what to tell you. I don't think about perfect days. I just try to get through what we're in.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Something to look forward to.
Bareback
with multiple beautiful women and bacon.
Those 2 things would definitely be involved in what could be called a perfect day.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. 2 bonus questions for you. What is your favorite sex act and or position to do with me?
When you caress me very softly, and then I like it when you're I like when you're in passionate throes on top of me, and like very connected. And I also, one time you gave me like a sensual massage in the shower, and that was like incredible because your hands are so strong.
Yeah. Strong hands.
Yeah. What about you? Besides riding me riding you.
That's my favorite sex act position. Why
I want to know the second one.
It precisely answers the question.
Fine.
Is when you're riding me. Any other like lightning round-esque type of questions?
Yes. If you were to pick a fruit to describe yourself, which one would you pick, even though you don't eat them?
Potatoes not fruit, right?
No. Oh my God.
Sure, you love the Man Whore podcast, but are you an official fan whore yet? Because right now, over 200 whoreheads are connecting in our private Patreon communities like the Champagne Room and the Peep Show. You can join us today for as little as $2 to meet a ton of like-minded, sex-positive friends. And fuck, don't we need some of that right now? You'll also gain access to behind-the-scenes content and bonus episodes. Join us today at patreon.com/manwhorepodcast. That's Patreon, patreon.com/manwhorepodcast. Now let's get back to the show. Okay, so when all this is like said and done, like what restaurant is the first place you want to go out to eat?
Ooh, I decided it's the Blue Ribbon restaurant that sells fried chicken and sushi. Because I decided I wanted things that weren't inherently good as takeout, that you wanted like directly on your plate that didn't carry well. And for me, that's like sushi. Takeout sushi is never as good as dine-in sushi and fried chicken. And like Blue Ribbon has very good of both those things.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where I want to go.
What am I wearing right now?
Nothing. His dick is literally in front of my face.
Okay, so hold my balls.
Okay.
Now look me in the eye.
Looking you in the eye.
Okay, and who's the first person you want to hug when you get out of here and we're all allowed to touch each other?
My siblings.
There we go. Good.
Why am I holding your balls during that?
Just to make it interesting.
They're very loose right now. You have like lines from sitting. What? No, baby.
I'm going on keto.
No. Let's just go for a run tomorrow.
That's not going to fix it.
Oh my goodness.
Keto
You look beautiful.
I don't know about that now.
You look beautiful. You just need a haircut would be my only. But that's out of both our control. I need a haircut as well.
What's the first concert you want to go to when we're allowed to gather in groups?
Central Park Summer Stage. Anything outside. I just want to be outside with a group of people sweating on me.
Here, hold my penis. The shaft.
Just the shaft.
But like hold from the head so you can pull it out. So it's like, okay.
Why am I pulling your penis?
So I can ask you a question.
Okay.
Okay. Which protest are you most excited for when we get out of here?
Oh my goodness. Healthcare for all. Okay. Or just everything. I feel like if people don't see the holes in our system now after this, like when are they going to see it? So hopefully we all take to the streets and say enough is enough.
Cock the vote, everybody.
Cock the vote. That's why you want me to hold your penis?
Yeah.
This is manipulating. No, we're not done.
Oh, we're not?
Yeah, where do you want to eat after all of this?
Astor
My
Place
pussy.
Shake Shack.
Ooh, they weren't open, by the way.
I know.
Okay. As long as you know. The Bean was open. Remember you said you didn't like those people. You sound like such a baby right now.
I am the baby.
You are the baby. Well, I guess I'm leading this conversation.
Oh, okay. What do you want to talk about? Because I got all the questions I had out.
That was all your questions?
Yeah.
I think it was just an excuse for me to hold your penis.
No, I just wanted to be silly for a minute.
Just want to be silly?
Yep.
Yeah. Who's your favorite sports team?
New York Jets.
Yeah. And who's your favorite player of all time?
Ooh, that's a good question. I mean, mine, I think it would be Curtis Martin.
What did he play?
He was a running back. He was like one of the OG all-purpose backs. He and Emmitt Smith are the only two running backs that have
like
10
Emmitt Smith.
consecutive 1,000-yard seasons. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Number 28.
Ooh. What is the sexual
That's the jersey
act?
that I have. The jersey that I wear, that's Curtis Martin.
Okay. Got it. What is the sexual act you are most looking forward to in current
Sleep.
And
making out.
Making out. Yeah. The whole night he's like, you're going to make out with me. I was like, okay.
Yeah,
you got it, dude.
I'm going to make out with your vulva tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. Yeah. It's a date.
I'm tired now.
Yeah, I'm sleepy too. It's okay.
Sweet.
We have the house tomorrow. We can do the things.
Anything else, or am I done?
Oh, okay. You're done. Good job, honey. You did great.
Do you have any other questions?
What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Mint chocolate chip, the green, not the black, but like a good.
There's a black one?
Oh no, the green, not the white.
Oh, okay.
And then there's also vanilla bean, but not like French vanilla. I mean like actual
with
vanilla
the bean. With the crunch, yeah, like it's like a little bit of a.
Really, it's just Breyer's vanilla bean, but otherwise mint chocolate chip green.
You heard it here, folks. Yeah. Vanilla.
Vanilla.
He's
bean.
a vanilla boy.
Vanilla bean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh my. I feel like there's gonna be so many sex parties after this.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's just gonna be orgies on top of orgies because we haven't had any interaction.
Well, hopefully my libido kicks back by then.
Oh, is your
hopefully
libido?
My libido kicks back sooner.
Is your libido okay?
I want to. Well, no.
No, I think we've been eating too many snacks. No, I'm included in that. Oh, for me it's the snacks.
I mean, it's both. But.
Yeah, I was like, I've been eating too many chicken tenders. Yeah, I don't feel so great if I eat too many chicken tenders. Just full. Mm. Yeah. Okay, well, on that note, I'm Megan.
I'm Billy.
And this is...
I'm the baby.
Corona Cast.